Hello everybody. I'm excited to do the energy read of the week. Today I'm going to use again my Secret Language of Light card. I love this deck because my guides communicate with me in what I call light language, and as you can see, these cards there's lots of symbolic meaning in them for me, which I'm able to decode pretty quickly. So before I even get to the cards, holy shit, we got a lot to talk about. Mars is in retrograde and it's in Aries. Now, I'm an Aries sun and I'm a rising Leo, so I'm very familiar with that fire energy. But for people that are not real familiar with that, this is a very intense energy. It feels combative. It feels frustrating. It feels like you want to achieve 1,000 things at once, and it's hard to make headway unless you simplify. And here's a little hack tip on how to get through this heavy Aries Mars retro. And Aries is ruled by Mars, so there's a lot of energy of action. Choose a vision of where you want to go in your mind, of what you want to achieve, and don't only visualize the new apartment or the job or whatever, but visualize and think about how you feel. What is the experience that you want to create? Like when looking for a new job, are you looking for a new job because, the people there are real toxic and it's a work environment where you can't tap into your creativity and thrive? Well, don't just hop into another one where you don't really know if it's going to be the same thing. So be aware of these very intense energies in ourselves and also in other people. So the way that we're seeing it in other people is, anything that's been bubbling below the surface, it's going to come up. So it's kind of like, that time when you take out your drunk friend who you don't really know that well, and by the end of the night, you know way more than you wanted to know. It's kind of like that. So don't take everything so personally. That's another piece of advice. Don't take everything so personally. You never know what somebody's dealing with. Even if they're directing that anger at you, it's very common that anger that people send really isn't meant for us. It's meant for the other person. You never know what people are dealing with. And I'm just going to tell a little story to help highlight this. I used to work at a place, I'm not going to say names or places, but I had an office job. And I had, friendly co-worker relationships with a lot of the guys and that worked there. Mostly guys and women too. And one day somebody came in who was really agitated, was being very demanding, being very pushy. And him and I, before that day, had nothing but great interactions. Well, he was going to the belittling me, insulting me, telling me I wasn't doing my job. I was wondering trying to figure out what the root of this is. And that Aries fire is starting to bubble up. So I'm ready to give it to him. And then my spirit guide showed me this image of him, as a child, cowering on the floor and his father standing over him with a belt. So I immediately knew, okay, this is it. And those types of things will be coming to the surface. Any unresolved anger, any place that you felt victimized, where you may feel like you want to get some revenge. Take that revenge energy and instead turn it into something you can do to enhance and improve your life. I just finished a new post about that. So, the best revenge is to be happy. And we don't always have to get closure or need an explanation or an apology from people that may not understand our path. So as you're not, try to keep your cool. Make sure you're grounding. I got the red sweatshirt on, so it's a fire sign. But also for the grounding, make sure you stay connected. Now let's go right into the cards and see what's going on and what else is going on in the collective. And I always pull a card that feels warm to me. So I'm asking specifically how to navigate this Mars retrograde in Aries. And, just some things to look for. Oh, okay. Well, this is good. This is good. So the first card I got was whispers. So there's a lot of gossiping going on. You don't have to engage in that. And it's funny, I hear little whispers in my ear when I know somebody's gossiping. And there's also, what I'm seeing in this card is there isn't a whole lot of direction. It's kind of a vague card with different colors. So it's not really very organized whispers. It's just somebody needs to be the center of attention, and they're frustrated that they are no longer the center of attention. They thought that they were the best one or the smartest one or the most gifted one or whatever. But they are realizing, or you're realizing, that that's an ego attachment that was important for them. But that doesn't mean that you have to subscribe to that or even entertain those whispers. Let them whisper away while you raise your vibration and just go another way. Let it go. Let it go. You can't control everybody. The next card I got was color. And this card is more organized. You can see there's a beautiful heart with lots of different colors beaming out of it. It's very organized. There's also symbols on this card that I don't know what they mean, but the main color around it is purple. So this is, again, enhancing, and this has come up before. For anybody that's a healer or an empath or a light worker or an intuitive, get to know your chakras, learn about them. I can give you a download if you go to my webpage. It's only $7.99. It's an immediate download. Once you book it through my webpage, you get the download. I cover the bottom 14 chakras, all of the things that throw them out of alignment, signs of their balance, and how to keep them aligned. It's a great document. So go to my webpage, eaglemedicinepsychicreadings.com, and I believe you click on chakra store or something like that. Or it's in my metaphysical shop. You can go right to the metaphysical shop. So you're seeing through different colors, and the other thing I'm seeing is it's very important that we remain heart-centered. There's a lot of ego energy around this, which is that bright yellow. Well, that's how I'm perceiving it. So make sure you're staying heart-centered, that you're not letting the ego energy pull you down to your solar plexus chakra, where your center of power is there. This is not going to be easy, but try to keep your heart centered and know that you are surrounded by the energy of the universe and you are uplifted. Another thing, this is coming to me clairvoyantly, is I'm wondering, and I'm feeling like there's going to be a lot of babies that are being born that may not have been planned, which is, great. No worries. But that Aries is really the sign of passion and sexuality and sort of getting swept away in things. So I'm going to say don't text your ex. This is like a Mercury in retrograde thing. But unless all you want is a roll in the hay and nothing else after that. So anybody from your past that circles around, even if you feel that fiery attraction, that's coming from the cosmos and you're picking up on that. So you may, at the end of this retrograde, I believe it's November 13th or 14th, you may find that relationship was just purely based upon passion. And that's okay, but as long as you know from the beginning that's what you can expect from it. Now, the next card I got about how to help people through this period is manifesting. And I was talking about this before I even picked up the cards. So, again, stay true to visualize where it is you want to go. This retrograde is also pulling us back and causing us to rethink a lot of things. And Aries is the sign of action, and Mars is the sign of action and aggression. But make sure that you're manifesting it the right way. Again, make sure you're visualizing the experience that you want to create, not just the 3D stuff. Visualize, do you want to have a friendly working environment with people? Do you want to have a place where the energy is great? Do you purposely want to get away from a place where there's a toxic environment? It's really up to you. We're also at a very pivotal point in our elevation of consciousness. I've talked about it quite a bit, where and I'm getting a lot of my sessions that people are booking. It's all about identifying our purpose. And not only, it's great when you have a dream or a vision about something, and that's the first step. But the second part is how to manifest it. How do I make this happen? And, I struggled with how to manifest the mediumship abilities that I had. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I really literally took about 5 years to sort of train and work with other people and figure out what my best gifts were. before I had a clearer vision on how I wanted to manifest it. So, and when you're manifesting, you're going to find you're going to be more fulfilled if you pay attention to what you love, what the world needs, what you're passionate about, and what you can generate an income with. I had to shift the way I was working because I was getting up in the mornings and I wasn't liking what I did anymore. I was doing too many readings in a day. I was wasting too much time on the frivolous stuff that just pulls my energy down. And over the summer, I've made a lot of switches. I did have to take a break from the energy reads of the week for that reason. My dog SpongeBob just grabbed the bone. Never fails when I do a video. So manifesting. Think about what you want to change in your life and think about what you want to attract to your life. And it's going to be fun. And you're going to have a lot of passion for it and you'll get paid for it. So hang in there, soul family. We'll get through this. This is a rough one, but it is going to get better and smoother. So hang in there. Make sure you control your temper and that passion and try to make the best of this manifesting energy.